Transform your morning, transform your life. Do this daily. Why your morning decides your future. Every morning is a new beginning. Every morning is a quiet chance to change your life. Most people do not realize this. They wake up, they grab their phone, they scroll, they rush, they react. And before they know it, the day controls them. But there is another way to live, a calmer way, a stronger way, a way where you lead your day instead of chasing it. That way starts in the morning. Your morning is not just the first part of the day. It is the foundation of your life. Think of your life like a house. If the foundation is weak, the house will crack. If the foundation is strong, the house will stand. Your morning is that foundation. If your morning is rushed, your mind feels rushed. If your morning is noisy, your thoughts feel noisy. If your morning is chaotic, your emotions feel unstable. But if your morning is calm, your mind becomes calm. If your morning is clear, your thoughts become clear. If your morning is intentional, your actions become powerful. This is not motivation. This is cause and effect. How you start your day shapes how you think. How you think shapes how you act. How you act shapes your results. That is why mornings matter so much. Successful people understand this deeply, not because they're special, but because they are intentional. They do not leave their mornings to chance. They design them. They know one simple truth. If you win the morning, you win the day. And if you win enough days, you win your life. You do not need to wake up at 4 a.m. You do not need a perfect routine. You do not need to copy anyone else. You only need one thing: awareness. Awareness that small actions in the morning create big changes over time. Most people wait for motivation, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Habits are stronger than motivation, and morning habits are the strongest habits of all. Why? Because your mind is fresh in the morning. Your mind is open. Your mind is not yet tired by the world. In the morning, your thoughts are like clean water, clear, still, full of potential. What you put into your mind at that time matters deeply. If the first thing you see is bad news, your mind absorbs fear. If the first thing you feel is stress, your body holds tension. If the first thing you do is rush, your nervous system stays on edge. But if the first thing you experience is calm, your mind learns peace. If the first thing you choose is focus, your brain learns clarity. If the first thing you practice is discipline, your character grows stronger. This is why mornings shape who you become. Your future is not created in one big moment. It is created in small moments, repeated daily. And the most powerful small moment is the morning. Every morning asks you a question. Who do you choose to be today? Do you choose the old habits, or do you choose growth? Most people live on autopilot. They repeat yesterday without thinking. They wake up tired. They complain. They rush. They react. Then they wonder why life never changes. Life does not change by accident. Life changes by intention, and intention begins in the morning. You do not need more time. You do not need more talent. You do not need more luck. You need better mornings. Better mornings create better days. Better days create better habits. Better habits create a better life. This is a quiet truth, but it is a powerful one. Your morning is a training ground. It trains your mind. It trains your discipline. It trains your identity. What you do when no one is watching matters. What you choose when it is hard matters. When the alarm rings, you stand at a crossroads: comfort or growth. Comfort says stay in bed. Comfort says scroll. Comfort says delay. Growth says rise. Growth says move. Growth says begin.
The choice is small, but the impact is huge. Every time you choose growth in the morning, you strengthen yourself. Every time you choose comfort, you weaken your discipline. This is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. You do not need to change everything today. You only need to change one thing, one small habit, done daily. That is how transformation really happens. Slowly, quietly, powerfully. Your morning is not just about productivity. It is about identity. It is about who you are becoming. When you start your day with intention, you tell yourself something important. You tell yourself that your life matters. You tell yourself that your future matters. That message shapes your confidence. That message shapes your actions. Over time, you become the kind of person who keeps promises to yourself, and that changes everything. This article will guide you step by step, not with pressure, not with perfection, but with clarity. You will learn how to transform your morning and how that transformation slowly changes your life. We will keep it simple. We will keep it practical. We will keep it realistic. You do not need hours. You only need minutes. You do not need motivation. You need commitment.
Part 2. Build your powerful morning from the inside out. Real change does not start with action. It starts with the mind. Before you move fast, before you work hard, before you chase goals, you must learn how to prepare your inner world. Most people do the opposite. They wake up and jump into noise, messages, notifications, news, social media. Their mind wakes up already tired. But powerful mornings begin in silence. Silence is not empty. Silence is space. Space to breathe, space to think, space to choose. When you wake up, your brain is soft. It is open. It is highly sensitive. What you put into it first becomes the tone of the day. If you begin with noise, your thoughts scatter. If you begin with calm, your thoughts align. This is why silence before noise is the first key habit. You do not need meditation skills. You do not need special training. You only need to pause. Sit on your bed. Feel your breath. Notice the light in the room. Even 2 minutes is enough. In that silence, something important happens. You stop reacting. You start leading. You remind your nervous system that you are safe, you are present, you are in control. This calm does not stay only in the morning, it follows you all day. After silence comes movement. Your body and your mind are deeply connected. When the body wakes up, the mind wakes up too. Movement is a signal. It says, I am alive, I am ready. You do not need a gym. You do not need a workout plan. Stretch your arms, roll your shoulders, walk slowly. Let blood flow. Let oxygen fill your lungs. When you move, energy moves. People who move in the morning feel stronger during the day, not only physically, but mentally. Movement builds confidence because action builds confidence. When you move early, you break laziness. You prove to yourself that you can act. That proof stays with you. After movement, you feed your mind. Your mind eats information every day. The question is not if, the question is what. If your first input is fear, your thoughts become fearful. If your first input is growth, your thoughts expand. Feeding your mind means choosing your input. Read 1 page, listen to 1 idea, write 1 thought. Do not overthink it. Even 5 minutes is powerful. When you feed your mind with good ideas, you plant seeds. Those seeds grow quietly. They change how you see problems. They change how you speak to yourself. Your thoughts shape your reality. After feeding your mind, set 1 clear intention. Not 10, not 5, 1. One important thing for the day. Your brain loves clarity. Clarity reduces stress. When you know what matters today, distractions lose power. Ask yourself one simple question. What is the one thing that will make today meaningful? Write it down. Say it softly. Let it guide your actions. Focus is strength. Scattered energy is weakness. One intention creates direction. After intention comes gratitude. Gratitude is not weakness. It is power. Gratitude shifts your mind from lack to abundance. When you feel grateful, you feel grounded. When you feel grounded, stress loses control. Think of one thing you appreciate: your health, your breath, a person in your life. You do not need many things. One is enough. Gratitude changes how you carry yourself. People who start the day grateful walk slower, speak calmer, think clearer. Then comes self-talk. Your inner voice is always speaking. The question is whether you listen consciously. Many people start the day with complaints. I am tired. This is hard. I cannot do this. Those words shape behavior. But words can also build strength. Speak to yourself like a leader, like a supporter. Say simple things. I am ready. I am learning. I will do my best today. These words are instructions to your brain. Over time, your brain believes them. This is not pretending. This is training. Then remember this truth. Start small, stay consistent. You do not need a perfect routine. You need a repeatable one. One habit done daily beats many habits done rarely. Consistency builds identity. You become what you repeat. If you repeat calm, you become calm. If you repeat discipline, you become disciplined. Protect your energy next. Energy is limited. Focus is fragile. If you give everything away early, you have nothing left. Delay messages, delay news. Give your best energy to yourself first. This is not selfish. This is wise. When you protect your morning, you protect your future. Then visualize your best self. Close your eyes. See yourself calm. See yourself focused. Your brain learns through images. What you imagine often becomes familiar. What becomes familiar becomes possible. This mental rehearsal prepares you. Finally, choose growth. Every morning offers a choice: comfort or progress. Comfort feels good now. Growth feels good later. People who grow choose later rewards. They rise when it is hard. They act when it is uncomfortable. That choice shapes character, and character shapes destiny. You do not need to do everything at once. Choose one habit today. Tomorrow, repeat it. That is how transformation begins. Quietly, daily. Part 3. How daily mornings quietly transform your entire life. Real transformation is rarely loud. It does not arrive with fireworks. It arrives quietly. It arrives in small choices, repeated every morning. At first, the changes feel small. You feel slightly calmer, slightly clearer, slightly more focused. You may think nothing big is happening, but something is happening inside you. Your nervous system begins to trust you. Your mind begins to slow down. Your confidence begins to grow. This is how change truly works. Most people quit too early, not because habits do not work, but because habits work quietly. They expect fast results. They want instant transformation. But real growth is subtle. It compounds, like water shaping stone. One calm morning does not change your life. 100 calm mornings will. Every intentional morning strengthens your foundation. Over time, you notice something powerful. You react less. You think more clearly. You feel more stable. Problems feel smaller. Decisions feel easier. This is not luck. This is alignment. Your mornings align your mind. Your mind aligns your actions. Your actions align your future. People around you notice the change before you do. They notice your presence, your calm voice, your steady energy. They feel it because energy speaks louder than words. You become someone who responds, not someone who reacts. This single shift changes everything. At work, you focus better. You waste less time. You make clearer decisions. In relationships, you listen more. You react less. You communicate calmly. In challenges, you stay grounded. You do not panic. You do not run. This inner stability becomes your strength. Your mornings train you for life. They train patience. They train discipline. They train self-respect. Every morning you keep a promise to yourself, you grow stronger. You begin to trust yourself, and self-trust is powerful. People with self-trust do not need approval. They do not need motivation. They move forward anyway. This is how confidence is built, not by words, by action. Small action, done daily. Over time, your identity changes. You no longer say, I want to be disciplined. You say, I am disciplined. You no longer say, I want to be calm. You say, I am calm. Identity follows repetition. What you repeat becomes who you are. This is why mornings are so powerful. They shape identity before the world speaks to you. Your life becomes simpler. Not because there are fewer problems, but because you handle them better. You stop living in survival mode. You start living with intention. This shift brings peace. Peace is not the absence of difficulty. Peace is inner control. Mornings give you that control. You begin to see time differently. You stop rushing. You stop chasing. You move with purpose. You learn that slow is not weak. Slow is stable. Stable builds momentum. Momentum builds results. This is how ordinary people build extraordinary lives, not by talent, not by luck, but by daily alignment. Every morning you align with the person you want to become. Some days will be hard. Some mornings will feel heavy. That is normal. Growth is not linear, but consistency beats intensity. Even on hard days, show up. Even if you do less, showing up matters. 1 minute of silence is better than none. One stretch is better than none. One kind word to yourself is better than none. Progress does not require perfection. It requires presence. Your morning routine is not a checklist. It is a relationship with yourself, a daily conversation. It says, I care about my future, and the future listens. As weeks pass, your habits become automatic. They require less effort. This is when life begins to feel lighter. You no longer force discipline. You live it. You no longer chase clarity. You have it. You no longer search for motivation. You act without it. This is mastery. Not loud, not dramatic, quiet, steady. This is why most people never notice it, but you will. You will feel it in your body. You will see it in your results. You will sense it in your calm confidence. Your mornings become sacred, not because they are perfect, but because they are yours, protected, intentional. This changes your relationship with time. You stop feeling behind. You start feeling present. Presence is power. When you are present, you see opportunities. When you are present, you make better choices. This is how success grows naturally, not by pressure, but by clarity. Your life does not need a dramatic reset. It needs daily alignment. Every morning you choose again who you are, who you become. This choice is quiet, but it is powerful. When you wake up tomorrow, remember this. Your morning is not small. It is the seed of your future. Plant it with care. Silence before noise.
movement before comfort, clarity before chaos. These simple choices build strong lives. Your life will not change overnight, but one day you will look back and you will realize something important. Everything changed. Not because of one big moment, but because of many small mornings. That is the real secret. Transform your morning, transform your life. Do this daily.
To support this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Your engagement allows us to keep producing high-quality shadowing lessons for you.